other 7 days. And again he sent forth the dove out of the ark.
He waited 7 more days and sent the dove out of the ark to see if the dove gonna find land, dry land. Read.
And the dove came into him in the evening, and lo, in her mouth was an olive leaf plucked off. So Noah knew that the waters were abated from off the earth.
So she had a olive branch in her mouth. So he knew that the water had subsided from the earth and, lowered down so you could see the dry land again. Lowered in the mountains, read.
And he stayed yet other 7 days, and sent forth the dove, which returned not again unto him anymore.
So when this dove didn't come anymore, that dove was like, hey, I'm free. I can roam. I got dry land, read.
And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the first month, the first day of the month, the waters were dried up from off the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and looked, and behold, the face of the ground was dry.
So Most High dried up the ground. Go ahead.
And in the second month, on the 7th and 20th day of the month, was the earth dry. And the Most High spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark, thou and thy wife, and thy son, and thy son's wives with thee. Bring forth with thee every living thing that is with thee of all flesh, both of fowl and of cattle, and of every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth, that they may breed abundantly in the earth, and be fruitful and multiply upon the earth.
Right, so that's what the Most High wanted. He wanted everything to multiply and be fruitful and replenish the earth. Read.
And Noah went forth, and his sons, and his wife, and his sons' wives with him. Verse 19. Every beast, every creeping thing, and every fowl, and whatsoever creepeth upon the earth, after their kinds, went forth out of the ark. And Noah builded an altar unto the Most High, and took of every clean beast, and of every clean fowl, and offered burnt offerings on the altar. And the Most High smelled a sweet savor. And the Most High said in his heart, I will not again curse the ground any more for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth.
He said, I ain't going to curse earth for man's sake, because every imagination that a man has is what? From his youth is evil. Read.
Neither will I again smite any more everything living as I have done.
So he said he gonna never smite everything that's living as he has done. Read.
While the earth remaineth, seedtime and harvest, and cold and heat, and summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease.
Shall not cease. Chapter 9.
Genesis chapter 9. The Most High, Ramashah Yahushua, blessed Noah and his sons, and said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth.
They say be fruitful, that means have a lot of children, and multiply, and replenish the earth. Read.
And the fear of you and the dread of you shall be upon every beast of the earth, and upon every fowl of the air, upon all that moveth upon the earth, and upon all the fishes of the sea. Into your hand are they delivered.
Wow, they say he made everything fear Noah and his sons. Wow. Read.
Verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even as the green herb have I given you all things. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall you not eat.
So you're not supposed to eat flesh with the blood. You know what I mean? You're supposed to make sure that it has no blood in it. Make sure that it has no blood. Okay? So most of the time we get our meat well done anyway, man. But there are those that they like their meat rare with the blood. Put it on the grill, turn it over. That's good. kind of hard when you cut a steak and you want it, it looks good and you cut it and you see that red in there. Oh, yeah. You don't never want to send it back. Never want to send it back. That's the worst thing you can do is have some food and then you send it back. You never do that. You just settle for what you got there and just you ask for it a certain way to get it that way. Look, hey, this is not the way I want it. You know, you gonna take it back? No. You don't ever want to send it back. Believe me. But you know, as someone that likes it a certain way, I won't say no name, but the initials is Esau. Let's look at it. Hebrews 12 and 16. Well, you see what he said? He said, hey, the flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Let's read about it. Hebrews 12:16.
Chapter 12, verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
So we got to deal with that, because he said, for what? What did he sell his birthright for?
For one morsel of meat.
For one morsel of meat. Now get Genesis 25, I believe it's around 32, 33. So yeah. Genesis 25. Let's see what it was that he said he was faint. He's about ready to feel he's going ready to die. Let's see what it was. One morsel of meat, what it says. Let's read it. 25 and 33. Let's see.
25 and 30?
Yeah.
Genesis chapter 25 and verse 30.
Mm-hmm.
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage.
That same what?
That same red pottage.
What color is the pottage?
Red.
The same red pottage, read.
For I am faint thereof.
Therefore.
It's not good. For I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Which means red. You see? So, that's why it says red. He sold his birthright for what? One morsel of what? Meat. So how was this meat? Red meat. I was looking at that pot. He's looking at it. It's like you have a raw piece of meat and beans or whatever it is. It's sticking out until they cook, right? You see it turn brown. But it was red. You can see the red meat in there. That's what he just said. He sold his birthright for one piece of red meat. So you know it had to be bloody. It's the only way it's going to be red. Con? Go ahead. Go back to Genesis. He's giving us the law here.
Genesis chapter 9, verse 5.
Right.
And surely your blood of your lives will I require. At the hand of every beast will I require it. And at the hand of man, at the hand of every man's brother will I require the life of man. Whoso sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed.
Whoever sheddeth man's blood, by man shall his blood be shed. Read.
For the image of the Most High made he man.
Yeah, for the image of the Most High made he man. The Adamites, he's talking about. Read.
And you, be ye fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth, and multiply therein.
Be fruitful, have a lot of children. He said, have a lot of children. Bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply therein. That's what he said. And this is what he's going to do in the kingdom. So prepare yourself mentally for what he says he's going to do in the kingdom. A lot of people are not ready for this. They in denial and dealing with the world we in now, not realizing what the Most High says he's going to do in the kingdom. Look at Isaiah 60 and 21 and 22. So all you got a problem with it, you got to take this up with the Most High. This is the Most High say what he's going to do. This is in the kingdom, Isaiah 60, 21 and 22.
Isaiah chapter 60, verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
So the Most High's people, who's his people? Thy people, your people, who's his people? Exodus 3 and 10. Hold that. Say, thy people, your people. Exodus 3 and 10.
Exodus chapter 3, verse 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt.
There it is. That's the Most High's people. So it says, read this again, Isaiah 60 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 16, verse 21. Thy people also shall be all righteous.
The children of Israel that make it to the kingdom shall be all righteous. Will be righteous. Read.
They shall inherit the land forever.
How long?
Forever.
Forever. You got next forever, y'all. Read.
The branch of my
It's
planting.
the Most High gonna do this. You say the branch of my planet. Read.
The work of my
The
hand.
work of his hands. Read.
That I might be glorified.
That he might be glorified. You gotta take this up with the Most High, all you that don't like what he's gonna say next. Read.
A little one shall become 1,000.
How a little man gonna become 1,000? He said a little one gonna become 1,000. He just told him what? Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth. Look at all the people on the earth now. Most I told Moses, I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. One man. We just read how many gonna take over a city? Huh? One. How many gonna take over a family? Two. You what he said right here? He said a little one gonna become what?
1,000.
1,000. 1,000. Read.
And the small one a strong nation.
And a small one, a strong nation. Understand this, overstand this. Read.
I, the Most High, will hasten it in his time.
He gonna make it happen in his time. The Most High gonna do this. So you got a problem with that? You gotta take it over to the Most High. And it's gonna happen. Your mind have to be prepared for what he says is gonna happen. You know, a lot of people, their minds are so caught up in this world that we in now. How can you go back to where we at now where the Most High said be fruitful and multiply? And men were fruitful and multiplied. You look at how they did it and how he allowed them to do it, and they still righteous in the eyes of the Most High. But this world will condemn you for this, that, and the third, but not knowing that the Most High's hand is in everything. Whether it's right or righteous, or whether you go out there and do whatever you do in wickedness. He tempt no man. He'll deal with that lust. That's where he'll bring Satan on the left side, come and deal with that lust you're dealing with. Whatever it is that you have a problem with, here he comes. Oh yeah, let's get him. And he reporting all the time, even in our prayers, man. He's right there. The adversary and his little imps. Whatever you want to call it. Right there. So we fighting a spiritual battle and demons in high places. Whereas when you come up to a level of spirituality where you can have them back off you. Because you live your life a certain way. Or they will deal with you because the Most High allowed them to. You understand? Nobody's exempt. But there are men that the Most High didn't allow them to touch. You see what I'm saying? He didn't use everybody. You gotta look. He didn't use everybody as an example. Everybody was an example. Some of us got an opportunity to make it through. Some of us don't. It's getting heated up. You just gotta stay faithful. And don't faint. So I said, gird up your loins like a man. Be ready for whatever's gonna go down. Deal with it. You know what's promised. I can't relate to no man when I think about that woman who watched her 7 sons. not eating pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster, catfish, whatever it was that he put in front of them that was abominable. They said he'd rather die than eat a piece of pork bacon. A lot of people would grab it in a minute just to save their life. This day and time, so how a man not gonna be strong when that woman sat there and watched her 7 sons die, one after another, and told them to die manfully, and she was last. Bunch of weak cats. You gotta be ready for this army that the Most High is building. It's a spiritual army, first and foremost. So you can't deal with it spiritually, how you gonna deal with it carnally? Because it's gonna come carnally too. Believe that. The Messiah gonna get vengeance on the enemies by the hand of his people, Israel. That's coming. You can't stop it. You see a man that he lied? He's not a man that he should lie. So it's coming. It's just a matter of what the spiritual power that's gonna give those that have a right spirit. You ain't gonna be able to have that spiritual power going out there doing the wrong things. Ain't giving you no spiritual power. You can go out there and act a fool and do whatever you want to do. You're gonna be under direct guidelines of the Most High, Mashiach Yahushua, in the spirit to fulfill what is written in this Bible. There's certain things said it's gonna happen. You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. That's why you gotta know these prophecies. You gotta know what's written in this Bible to know what it's gonna be for the future. Like he's telling Noah right now, what's for the future? He say, man, be fruitful and multiply. And you look at everybody on the earth, where they come from? Right here, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. You see? These nations, that's where they come from. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 9, verse 8. The Most High spake unto Noah and to his sons with him, saying, And I behold, I establish my covenant with you, and with your seed for after you.
See? So I'll establish my covenant with you and with your seed after you. That's the lineage. Read.
And with every living creature that is with you, of the fowl, of the cattle, and of every beast of the earth with you, from all that go out of the ark, to every beast of the earth. I will establish my covenant with you. Neither shall all flesh be cut off any more by the waters of a flood. Neither shall they any more be a flood to destroy the earth.
So the flood ain't happening no more. This is it. He's saying it's not going to happen anymore, read.
And the Most High said, This is the token of the covenant which I make between me and you and every living creature that is with you for perpetual generations. I do set my bow in the cloud. It shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth.
So when you see that rainbow in the sky, that's a token of the Most High. So the Most High can look upon that rainbow and remember that he's not going to flood the earth anymore. You see, I'm just going to destroy him. I just sit in the ocean. Oh, no, rainbow comes. You ever seen the double rainbow? Yeah, that's pretty, you know. That's reminding Most High. That's what it's saying here. I mean, what he said, I will set my bow in the cloud. This shall be for a token of a covenant between me and the earth. Go ahead.
It shall come to pass, when I bring a cloud over the earth, that the bow shall be seen in the cloud.
So he said, I'll bring a cloud over the earth, and that bow, that rainbow, we call it rainbow, gonna be seen over the earth in the cloud. Go ahead.
And I will remember my covenant, which is between me and you and every living creature of all flesh. And the waters shall no more become a flood to destroy all flesh.
Yeah, so you gotta look at it. He said, when he see it, remind himself. He's not gonna flood the earth with water anymore. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And the bow shall be in the cloud, and I will look upon it, that I may remember the everlasting covenant between the Most High every living creature of all flesh that is upon the earth.
So when you see a rainbow in the sky, remember the Most High is doing this. That's what he's thinking about. You will remember that he will not destroy every living thing on this earth anymore, right? Not with water. I'll say, read.
The Most High said unto Noah, This is the token of the covenant which I have established between me and all flesh that is upon the earth. And the sons of Noah that went forth of the ark were Shem, and Ham, and Japheth, and Ham is the father of Canaan.
Now he's going into Ham. He say Ham is the father of Canaan. But he said Noah's sons were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Go ahead.
These are the 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread.
See? 3 sons of Noah, and of them was the whole earth overspread, read.
And Noah began to be an husbandman, and he planted a vineyard.
So Noah began to be a husbandman, a farmer. He planted a vineyard, a great vineyard, read.
And he drank of the wine, and was drunken, and he was uncovered within his tent.
So he drank of the wine, and he was uncovered within his tent. He was, drinking a lot. And he was uncovered within his tent, read.
And Ham, the father of Canaan, saw the nakedness of his father, and told his 2 brethren without.
Yeah, he saw the nakedness of his father and told his brother without. Shem and Japheth. Go ahead.
And Shem and Japheth took a garment and laid it upon their shoulders, and went backward and covered the nakedness of their father.
Right, so they took the blanket and they went backwards and covered the nakedness of his father, of their father. And one person was looking at the nakedness of his father. Read.
And their faces were backward, and they saw not their father's nakedness.
So they didn't see Noah's nakedness. You know what I mean? They was like facing the backwards and did it like so you look at it. Some people be talking about he had sex with his wife, but that's not what it is. So read on. I mean, that's why you're supposed to have respect for yourself. You're not supposed to be, because your children are not supposed to be looking at your nakedness, and you're supposed to be showing you. Some people have a family run around all their life naked. That's not right. You know what I mean? For your children to be seeing your nakedness, that's not right. You're supposed to have some respect for yourself. And that's what we did. So you got to cover yourself up. Read.
And Noah awoke from his wine, and knew what his younger son had done unto him. And he said, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren.
So he didn't curse Ham. He cursed Canaan. Say, Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servants shall he be unto his brethren. Read.
And he said, Blessed be the Most High power of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant.
So you see, he's blessing the Most High power of Shem, where we come from. We don't come from Ham. The Bible Dictionary, Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary says Ham, the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, the Libyans, North Africans, Canaanites, South Africans, and Ethiopians. Go ahead.
Verse 27. The Most High shall enlarge Japheth, and he shall dwell in the tents of Shem, and Canaan shall be his servant.
And then these Africans going to be our servants. Go ahead.
And Noah lived after the flood 350 years.
Wow, 350 years. So after the flood, he lived 350 years. How many years he lived? He's already 600 years old. 350 more years is what? 950 years, man. We made it down to just 70 years. That's like 800 and what? 880? 880 less years? I think Methuselah was what? 979 or something like that? 969? Wow. See? Go ahead.
Verse 29. And all the days of Noah were 950 years, and he died.
See? 950 years, and he died. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 10. Now these are the generations of the sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And unto them were sons born after the flood. The sons of Japheth, Gomer and Madai, and Jalan, and Tubal, and Meshech, and Tiras. And the sons of Gomer, Ashkenaz, and Rephah, and Togarmah. Togarmah.
This is what Esau's trying to say he come from, because when the flood subsided, the water came down. Japheth went to the land of pretty much what we call today Europe. You see, Shem went to the land of around Israel. Ham went to the land of Africa. See what I'm saying? So that's why they try and claim to be Japheth, but they're Hebrews. They are fraternal twin brothers. You see, so they was right. You look at the maps in the back of your Bible, you see Edom right outside of Judah, right there, right inside, right? I think it's eastern part of right there beside Judah, man. Where he gave all land. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, he got them right there. He show you. Cause read Deuteronomy 32, 8 and 9. See, they go Edom right there. See? Everybody can see it on the camera. It's right outside of on the east of southeast of Judah. So Edom right there. See it right there? You see it? Yeah. So, that ain't in Europe. Is it? So, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance.
The Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, read.
When he separated the sons of Adam.
He didn't integrate everyone. He separated the sons of Adam, read.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
He set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Read.
For the Most High's portion is his people.
Most High's portion is his people, read.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. See? So he gave the people their land once he gave us our land. Children of Israel. Okay, let's go back to Genesis.
Genesis chapter 10 and verse 4. And the sons of Javan, Elisha, and Tarshish, Kittim, and Dodani. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided from their lands.
See? Go ahead.
Every one after his tongue, after their families and their nations.
Right. Go ahead.
And the sons of Ham, Cush, Mizraim, and Phut, and Canaan.
Yeah. Cush, Egypts, Ethiopians, and Mizraim represent the Egyptians, and Phut, the North Africans, and Canaan, South Africans. Read.
And the sons of Cush, Seba, and Havilah, and Sabta, and Rama, and Sateka, and the sons of Rama, Sheba, and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod. He began to be a mighty one in the earth.
So Cush begot Nimrod. He became a mighty one in the earth. Nimrod. Go ahead.
He was a mighty hunter before the Most High. Wherefore it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Most High. And the beginning of his kingdom was Babel.
Babel or Babal, which means confusion, read.
And Erech, and Akkad, and Calneh, in the land of Shinar.
Right, land of Babylon. Go ahead.
Out of that land went forth Ashur, and builded Nineveh, and the city of Rehoboth, and Calah, and resting between Nineveh and Calah, the same is a great city. And Mizraim begat Ludim, and Anamim, and Lehabim, and Naphtali, and Pathrusim, and Casluhim, out of whom came Philistine, and Caphtorim.
Which are the Egyptians. Nimrod was Ethiopian, and Mizraim is Egyptians. Go ahead.
And Canaan begat Sidon, his firstborn, and Het, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite, and the Girgasite,
These are South Africans, read.
and the Hivite, and the Archite, and the Sinite, and the Arvadite, and the Zamorite, and the Hamathite. And afterward were the families of the Canaanites spread abroad. And the border of the Canaanites were from Sidon, as thou comest to Gerar unto Gaza, as thou goest unto Sodom and Gomorrah, and Admah, and Zeboim, even unto Lasha.
So when the Most High destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, many of these Hamites was up in there. As you see here, read.
These are the sons of Ham.
And everybody else wicked that want to go into wickedness, you just go in there. You know what I mean? Like everybody come where they want to go be wicked. Right here to America, which is called what? Babylon the Great. You see what I'm saying? Babal too. Same old. Read. Confusion. Read.
These are the sons of Ham after their families, after their tongues, and their countries, and their nations.
Right. So that's Ham, so-called Africans. Read.
Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth, the elder, even to him were children born.
Right. So read on.
The children of Shem, Elam, and Ashur, and Arphaxad, and Lud, and Aram. The children of Aram, Uz, and Hud, and Jether, and Mash. And Arphaxad begat Salah, and Salah begat Eber. And unto Eber were born two sons. The name of one was Peleg, Peleg. For in his days was the earth divided, and his brother's name was Joktan.
So the earth was divided. Let you know that the earth used to be one great landmass. During the time of Peleg, the Most High divided the earth. That's why you can see South America fit right in the way. They can all the earth can fit into one large landmass. But he divided the earth during the time of Peleg, it's telling you. Read.
And Joktan begot Almodad, and Shelef, and Hazarmaveth, and Jerah, and Hadoram, and Uzal, and Dikla, and Obal, and Abimael, and Sheba, and Ophir, and Havilah, and Jobab. All these were the sons of Joktan. And their dwellings was from Mesha, as thou goest unto Sephar, a mount of the east. These are the sons of Shem, after their families, after their tongues, in their lands, after their nation. These are the families of the sons of Noah, after their generations, and their nations, and by these were the nations divided in the earth after the flood.
So then you know, through these three men, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Chapter 11.
Genesis chapter 11. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
So the whole earth was of one language and of one speech. That speech was Hebrew. I mean, it makes sense to me when you look at Acts 26:14. Moshe Shai died, rose on the third day, walked the earth for 40 days, and went ascended to the right side of the Most High, the right hand side of the Most High. When he came back and met Paul on the road to Damascus, let's see if he spoke Aramaic, or he spoke English, or he spoke French or Spanish, or Portuguese, or any other of these languages that they have on this earth. Read that.
Acts chapter 26 and verse 14. And when we were all fallen to the earth.
Everybody fell to the earth. Remember I say how they see an angel or see a spirit, they fall to the earth. Right? Get weak and just faint almost. Read.
I heard a voice speaking unto me, and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
What language?
In the Hebrew tongue.
In the Hebrew tongue. So the last time he came on the earth, and he met Saul here, He spoke in the Hebrew tongue. You don't think they could have wrote Aramaic or English or Spanish or French or any of those other languages that's on this earth? He spoke in the Hebrew tongue. What did he say?
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for them to kick against the prick.
Right, so he spoke to Saul, whose name was changed to Paul, in the Hebrew tongue. So go back to Genesis 11 and 1.
Genesis chapter 11 and verse 1. And the whole earth was of one language and of one speech.
Right, one language, one speech. I mean, everybody could understand everyone. Just like they're trying to make English a universal language. Everybody spoke Hebrew. Go ahead.
And it came to pass, as they journeyed from the east, that they found a plain in the land of Shinar, and they dwelt there. And they said one to another, Go to, let us make brick, and burn them thoroughly. And they had brick for stone, and slime had they for mortar. And they said, Go to, let us build a city and a tower.
Read it again. You missed the word.
And they said, Go to, let us build us a city and a tower, whose top may reach unto heaven, and let us make us a name, lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth.
Yeah, they said, let us build us a city and a tower, way up in the air, whose top may reach unto heaven, high as we can make it, right? Lest we be scattered abroad upon the face of the whole earth. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the Most High came down to see the city and the tower which the children of men built. And the Most High said, Behold, the people is one.
So the people are one. They talking about everybody gonna be one. People are one. Read.
And they have all one language.
They have all one language. They all can understand each other. Read.
And this they began to do, and now nothing will be restrained from them, which they have imagined to do.
So here we go again. These wicked, imaginations of men. See what I'm saying? They're going to be able to do whatever they think to do. Because they all speak the same language. Read.
Verse 7. Go to, let us go down. And there confound their language, that there may not understand one another's speech.
He said, let us go down. Maybe that y'all didn't hear what he said. He said, let us, once again, go down and confuse their language. Confuse the language that they all speak, which is one language, which is Hebrew. Let us go down, let us go down and there confound their language, confuse their language, that they may not understand one another's speech. Whatever they saying to each other. Go ahead.
So the Most High scattered them abroad from thence upon the face of all the earth, and they left off to build this city.
So that's when he divided everything. He scattered them once the face of the earth. Go ahead.
Therefore is the name of it called Babel, because the Most High did there confound the language of all the earth. And from thence did the Most High scatter them abroad upon the face of all the earth.
Yeah, so he scattered them among all the lands. When he divided the earth during the time of Peleg, it was all together. He divided them in their language. They over here speaking this language, they over there speaking that language. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
These are the generations of Shem. Shem was 100 years old and begat Arphaxad 2 years after the flood. And Shem lived after he begat Arphaxad 500 years and begat sons and daughters.
It's a lot of years we have the sons and daughters. Go ahead.
And Arphaxad lived 530 years and begat Salah. And Arphaxad lived after he begat Salah 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Salah lived 30 years and begat Eber. And Salah lived after he begat Eber 403 years and begat sons and daughters. And Eber lived 430 years and begat
No, that's
Peleg.
400. 430 years.
And Eber lived 430 years, and begat Peleg. And Eber lived after he begat Peleg 430 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Peleg lived 30 years, and begat Reu. And Peleg lived after he begat Reu 209 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Reu lived 230 years, and begat Seru. And Reu lived after he begat Seru 207 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Seru lived 30 years, and begat Nahor. And Seru lived after he begat Nahor 200 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Nahor lived 29 years, and begat Terah. And Nahor lived after he begat Terah 119 years, and begat sons and daughters. And Terah lived 70 years, and begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Now
That's the father of Abraham, Terah. He begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. Go ahead.
Now these are the generations of Terah. Terah begat Abram, Nahor, and Haran, and Haran begat Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives. The name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife Milcah, the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah and the father of Iscah. But Sarai was barren, she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife. And they went forth with them from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came unto Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran.
Right, so he took Abram and Sarah, his daughter-in-law, his son, Abram's wife, and they went forth with them from the land of Ur, or the Chaldees. Amongst the Chaldees, the Babylonians, or the Ethiopians, to go into the land of Canaan, which is like the land of Israel today. That land, that beautiful land that the Most High loved. And they came into Haran and dwelt there. So from there, we're going to go to Isaiah, the 54th chapter. Start at verse 1.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 1. Sing, O barren, thou that didst not bear, bring forth unto singing and cry aloud. Thou that didst not travail with child, for more are the children of the desolate than the children of the married wife, saith the Most High.
Right. Okay. So we look at this in Galatians, 4th chapter, this story. So here we go. Galatians. Galatians 4, starting verse 22.
Galatians chapter 4 and verse 22. For it is written that Abraham had two sons, the one by a bondmaid and the other by a free woman.
Right. Abram had two sons, one by a bondwoman who was Hagar, who was Sarah's servant, and the other by a free woman who was Sarah. Right?
But he who was of the bondwoman was born after the flesh, but he of the free woman was by promise.
That was Isaac. That's Ishmael and Isaac. Hagar had Ishmael, who's the father of the Arabs, and Isaac is the father of Jacob, who became the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Right?
Which things are an allegory, for these are the two covenants, the one from the Mount Sinai, which gendereth to bondage, which is Hagar.
which is Hagar.
Hagar.
And she was a bondwoman. And Ishmael is the father of the Arabs. Read.
For this Hagar is Mount Sinai in Arabia,
So let you know where they'll be at. It's right there, read.
and answered to Jerusalem,
Answers to Jerusalem, the children of Israel, read.
which now is, and is in bondage with her children.
Yeah, now is, and we in captivity, you know, right until this day, read.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's right. Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all. That's the land that the Most High loved. Jerusalem. Read.
For it is written, rejoice, thou barren that bearest not. Break forth and cry, thou that travailest not. For the desolate hath many more children than she which hath an husband.
See? Go there.
Now we, brethren, as Isaac was, are the children of promise.
That's right. We, brethren, we the children of Israel, we are the ones that are the children of promise. He promised this to the children of Israel. No one else. Look at Romans, the 9th chapter. Romans 9. And look at verse 3.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 3. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach Yahushai for my brethren,
That's what Paul is saying. For his brethren, read,
my kinsmen,
his kinsmen,
according to the flesh,
according to the flesh. Read.
who are Israelites,
Who are who?
who are
Who are
Israelites,
Israelites, read.
to whom pertaineth the adoption,
So the adoption, going back to the Most High, through the blood of Mashiach Yahushua dying for the children of Israel, as it tells us in Acts 5:30 and 31. Who are Israelites, read.
and the glory,
The glory of the kingdom that's promised to the children of Israel, read.
and the covenant,
Covenants given to Abraham, to Isaac, to Jacob, to the 12 tribes of Israel, read.
and the giving of the law,
Giving of the law, Psalm 147:19 and 20. He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and the judgments of Israel. He hath not dealt with any nation as for the judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Most High. The giving of the law, read.
and the service of the Most
In the
High,
service of the Most High, he said, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. In Amos 3 and 2, read.
and the promise,
There it is, and the promises. So the promises given to who? Verse 4.
Israelites, who are Israelites.
Who are Israelites, right. Here it is. So let's go back to Isaiah 54 and 2.
Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 2. Enlarge the place of thy tent, and let them stretch forth the curtains of thine habitations. Spare not, lengthen thy cords, and strengthen thy stakes. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left.
Right, now look at Isaiah 48 and 19.
Isaiah chapter 48 verse 19. Thy seed also had been as the sand, and the offspring of thy bowels like the gravel thereof.
That's a lot of people. Y'all ever grab the sand? Pick it up and all the sand. That's why he say we're gonna be as the sand. That's just what we can grab out of one hand. Read from top.
Thy seed also had been as the sand, and the offspring of thy bowels like the gravel thereof.
Wow. Get Hosea 1 and 10.
Hosea chapter 1 and verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered.
That's all we want. Go back to Isaiah 54. Verse 3.
Isaiah 54 and 3. For thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles, and make the desolate cities to be inhabited.
That's right, man. So our seed going to inherit these other nations. They're going to be our servants. In other words, we're going to be the new IRS. Instead of Internal Revenue Service, it's going to be Israelites receiving services. We're going to be the new IRS. Well, I mean, that's what it says. I mean, Isaiah, what's the problem? I mean, we're doing it anyway. Everybody doing it anyway. It's just a change of the God. We kind of got their minds kind of prepared for it. Obama was in office. I mean, you know, it's going to be Israelites in office forever. You know what I mean? So, let's continue.
Isaiah chapter 54, verse 4. Fear not, for thou shalt not be ashamed, neither be thou confounded, for thou shalt not be put to shame. Thou shalt forget the shame of thy youth, and shalt not remember the reproach of thy widowhood anymore.
See? You mean you're going to take it away from our memory. All the things that we've been going through and have went through and what we're going to still have to go through, read.
For thy Maker is thine husband, the Most High of hosts is his name. Thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The power of the whole earth shall he be called.
That's right, man. That's our power, read.
The Most High hath called thee as a woman, forsaken and grieved in spirit, the wife of youth, when thou wast refused, saith the Most High.
See? This is how the Most High looking at us, read.
For a small moment have I forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee.
You know, he said for a small moment, have he forsaken us. With great mercies. He's the Father of mercies. See, mercy is not getting something that you do deserve. You see what I'm saying? And grace is getting something that you don't deserve. Grace is getting something that you don't deserve. Mercy is not getting something that you do deserve. So the things that we do deserve to get, we're going to have mercies. Many times we're not going to get what it is that we are supposed to get because he's the power and the Father of mercies. You understand? That's why he's telling us it's read.
Verse 8. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment.
He said a little wrath. He hid his face from us for a moment. You know, a day to the Most High is as 1,000 years, read.
But with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee.
You know, with everlasting kindness will he have mercy on us. Who said it?
Saith the Most High, thy Redeemer.
That's right. Listen. Isaiah, hold that. Get Isaiah 14:1. So anytime the Most High say you're going to have mercy on anyone.